Glasgow fire, Mackintosh rebuilding costs could soar past £100 million, experts warn. Flames ripped through the historic art school, designed by architect Charles Rennie Mackintosh, on Friday night, spreading to nearby buildings including music venue the O2 ABC. Around 50 firefighters were still at the scene on the blaze on Sunday. A few pockets of fire remained at the site with crews using thermal imaging cameras to identify any remaining hot spots. The blaze is the second in 4 years to hit the Mackintosh building, which was undergoing a multi-million-pound restoration project to return it to its former glory. Glasgow Caledonian University professor Billy Hare said a conservative estimated cost for rebuilding it would cost at least £100 million. He added, "The damage to the School of Art appeared to be overwhelming, much worse than the last fire, from which recovered materials were painstakingly analyzed and used in the refurbishment of the building. It is sadly questionable what, if anything, will be left that could be salvaged, restored or recreated after this fire. It remains to be seen if it will be possible to retain a facade from the current building. If not, damaged buildings have been taken down almost stone by stone in the past and rebuilt with a new, internal frame. This sort of project will cost a great deal more than the estimated £35 million after the last fire in May 2014. It comes calls for a public inquiry into the fire were rejected as premature. Both UK Scottish Secretary David Mundell and Scotland's Culture Secretary Fiona Hyslop said fire service investigations into the cause of the blaze should be allowed to progress before any other decision is taken. Ms Hyslop told the BBC's Sunday Politics Scotland programme that nobody had yet been able to enter the building, adding that once it is declared safe, Building Control and Historic Environment Scotland would assess the situation and exterior of the art school. On calls for a public inquiry, she said, "I can understand people want lots of their questions answered, but clearly we've got to have the process in place first. We have to have the fire investigation first, and I think we should give people the time to carry out those very responsible duties to best effect, and that will give us clarity of what is possible going forward. The sensible thing to do is to find out what the source of the fire was and how this spread in the initial stages. All these questions will be addressed by the fire investigation. We need them to do their job initially, and that is very, very important." Speaking on the same program, Mr. Mundell added, "I don't at this stage think there's a case for a public inquiry unless someone can bring forward some exceptional reason. I think the initial inquiries should take place as would normally follow a fire into what was the cause and what were the related circumstances.